We begin our brushback with Max Scherzer in the Lone Star State. Of course, Max Scherzer being traded from the Mets to the Rangers, making his first start for the Texas Rangers. Mighty Max Scherzer on the mound. It was a battle. He gave up 3 runs in the first inning on 37 pitches, but Scherzer showed the grit and competitiveness that the Rangers were hoping they were getting. He threw 56 pitches in the first 2 innings, but he didn't panic. He settled down, had a 1-2-3 10-pitch third inning and another 10-pitch fourth. He finished his outing with a back-to-back 1-2-3 innings in the 5th and the 6th. Scherzer needed just 49 pitches to get through his final 4 innings, sitting down 12 of 13 batters in that stretch. The Rangers won his debut, beating the White Sox 5-3. Texas has won 3 straight and now have a 1.5-game lead over the AL West foe Houston Astros. Here is Max Scherzer after his outing.
You find out about yourself when things don't break your way. Sometimes these are almost my favorite starts, when you're getting kind of beat around there in the early part of the game, but you settle in, you can't catch rhythm, and you're able to pitch deep into a ball game. And so that's what I'm most happy about. I finished strong. I was able to get in rhythm with Garver back there, they kind of execute the game plan that we wanted to. That's what you hang your hat on. Even though things aren't going your way in the beginning, still find a way to pitch deep into a ball game and give your team a chance to win. First time being in the stadium, it's great. To be able to break in here and get a feel for what the mound is, the slope of the mound, and just get with these guys and go out there and compete. We're in a pennant race now, so this is what's fun. This type of year, you need to win almost every single ball game. That's the mentality it takes to be able to be great, and that we took care of business in this series.
Baseball is better when Max Scherzer is better. The Phillies, needing the wild card route to keep their postseason hopes alive, come into Friday's action in the second wild card spot ahead of the Reds by a game. Michael Lorenzen made his Philadelphia debut yesterday after the All-Star was traded to the city of brotherly love from the Detroit Tigers at the deadline, and the right-hander came as advertised. He allowed 6 hits and 2 runs in a season-high 8 innings. As Todd Zalecki, who covers the Phillies on MLB.com, pointed out, it was the first time a Phillies pitcher threw 8 or more innings in his debut since Cliff Lee threw a 4-hit complete game shutout on July 31st, 2009. Lee was a massive pickup at the 2009 trade deadline, helping the Phillies return to the World Series. Could Lorenzen do the same? Lorenzen told reporters after the game that he did not shake off catcher JT Realmuto once. Not once. Realmuto, who had 2 days to study his newest arm after sliding into second base on Monday, lost a chunk of skin on his right hand and couldn't catch or swing a bat the next 2 nights. So he studied Lorenzen's starts with the Tigers. The tandem seems like they are already in sync. Lorenzen wasn't the only one to impress in his debut with his new threads. Jack Flaherty introduced himself to the Orioles faithful in dominating fashion, pitching against the Toronto Blue Jays. The O's lead the AL East. The Jays are hanging on to postseason hopes with the 2-game lead over the Boston Red Sox for that final wild card spot in the AL. Flaherty struck out 8 Jays over 6 innings of 1-run ball en route to a 6-1 series-clinching win over Toronto. Flaherty became the first pitcher to go 6 or more innings with 1 earned run or fewer allowed in his Orioles debut since Jeremy Hellickson went 7 scoreless back on August 2nd of 2017. Flaherty's 8 strikeouts were tied for 4th most in a Baltimore debut since 1954. Of his 92 pitches, 19 were swing and miss. So far, the Lucas Giolito experiment in Anaheim has been a bit of a swing and miss. Albeit early in the tenure, we got to give him a break. The first 2 outings for Giolito for the Halos have been anything but impressive. In his second start for the Angels, he matched a career high by giving up 9 earned runs in 3 2/3 innings. So far in 2 starts for Los Angeles, Giolito has a 12 ERA in 9 innings, giving up 14 hits and 12 earned runs, including 5 home runs in that time. His next outing is likely Tuesday against the Giants. The Angels made this trade to give a boost to their starting rotation. With the uncertainty of Shohei Ohtani's cramping issues and lingering finger problems, Giolito's role becomes even more important, and the current statistics even more glaring. 1 ace left to throw for his new team, or should we say his old team that is new again? Justin Verlander, traded from the New York Mets back to the reigning world champion Astros. He's set to make his 2023 Astros debut on Saturday against the Yankees in a day game in the Bronx. The 3-time Cy Young Award winner and 2-time World Series champion with the Astros reunited with Houston as if he never left.
Entertaining the idea of a trade and waiving my no trade clause. I think Houston was The number one choice for me, just knowing these guys so well and, having a chance to win. Everything goes into that bucket when you're gathering information. My relationship with Jim, my relationship with my teammates, the coaching staff, familiarity with Houston and the fan base and spring training location, all of it is what really went into my thought process leading up to this.
So Max Scherzer, Lorenzen, Justin Verlander going on Saturday, and then of course you have Jack Flaherty, who did a great job in his new team with the Orioles.